Each month, I invite followers from LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram to join me for a free YouTube training. In full transparency, I understand it can be hard to sign up for a recurring payment from someone you barely know. So consider these workshops my introduction. They are super chill, usually take place on a Saturday. And if you play your cards right, you might just win free coffee because that's just how I roll. Welcome to my corner of the internet. I hope you like it here. Some of the workshops that you will see ready for you to watch right now are YouTube channel setup 2024 edition, how to get your first 1K subscribers, and how to increase your watch time. I hope you enjoy this live stream, and I encourage you to go to lashondabrown.com/YouTube-workshops to sign up for a free workshop today. Good morning and happy Monday to you. My name is LaShonda Brown. I am a tech educator, YouTube coach, and speaker based in the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia, and I'm so glad that you are here. So I was shifting my perspective on how I treat my Monday live streams, and I want to give you the behind the scenes of the strategy for the updates that I've made and the updates that I've made inside of StreamYard specifically. A lot of you tend to like the why I do what I do. So we're going to start there, and then we're going to transition to a time where I'm going to take you behind the scenes and show you how I'm actually generating income in my business with live events, even if I am not being paid to speak. So for those of you who are leveraging free opportunities to speak, whether it's virtually or in person, you really need to go ahead and like this video. If you don't have something to write with, you can refer to it later. So first things first, go ahead and like this video to help it be seen by more people. A like while you're watching live is just as useful as a like of the replay. So thank you so much for helping to push this out. The YouTube algorithm loves engagement. Things have shifted, and essentially what YouTube is wanting to push out in front of people is videos that meet the audience satisfaction. So what does that mean practically speaking? There was a time where people would do clickbait titles and thumbnails, and people would pop on those videos thinking they were going to get a certain thing, and quickly they realized that the promise was not fulfilled, and so they quickly bounced off. Those videos are not performing well on YouTube anymore. So for those of you who are small YouTubers and you thought, man, how can I compete? Audience satisfaction is the leveling of the playing field. So how does YouTube know that your audience is satisfied with your content? They've liked it. They've commented on it. They've shared it on other social platforms. And so this type of engagement is something that the algorithm can see. They also are incorporating more surveys. You'll see those in your feed or even after you watch a video to make sure that the content YouTube is serving up to you is stuff that you're actually interested in. So you liking this video is already helping the channel, even if you don't buy a single thing. So make sure that you go ahead and like it. Now, another thing I discovered in my dashboard is 86% of the viewers on my channel are not subscribers. Now, I would love to say that I just want you to like this video and subscribe. If you subscribe, that's awesome, but here's the deal. If you are a small YouTuber, do not get caught up on subscribers. Subscribers can be helpful for those brands that care way more about vanity metrics than return on investment. That's a whole nother live stream. However, the vast majority of people who find me because of SEO. So I just want to be transparent with you. 86%, 8 out of 10 people who watch one of my videos are not subscribed. They're finding me because of Google. They're finding me because of YouTube. And the tool that I'm using to make that happen is called TubeBuddy. So I looked at my dashboard inside of TubeBuddy and I realized that 78 people have signed up for a free TubeBuddy account because of my link. This is the kind of engagement that gets you in front of brands, even if you are a small YouTuber. Becoming a super affiliate for these tech companies is the quickest way to get an audience with them because I have numbers that quantify my influence on my audience, no matter how small it is. So First and foremost, if you are a small YouTuber and you want to get your content in front of more people, TubeBuddy is exactly what I'm using. I'm not even going to lie to you. You can create a free account by going to lashondabrown.com/TubeBuddy. And I will let you know that I have started getting emails from TubeBuddy because of my engagement here. So thank you for that. And also, thank you for signing up for StreamYard. 25 of you have signed up for StreamYard, which is exactly what I'm using right now to live stream. Now, later today at 1 o'clock, I'm going to be a guest, so I won't have to click all the buttons, which will be really nice. I'm going to be on Jen Whitmer's LinkedIn page and her YouTube page. We are going to be talking about the real talk behind work more, live less, or work more, live less, work less, live more. There we go. I'm getting my own phrase twisted up. It's Monday, y'all, and I have allergy medicine in my veins, so give me grace. But at the end of the day, I'm so proud of you guys for not only consuming my content streamed with StreamYard, but for signing up. So I'm going to keep on keeping on until they cave and become a sponsor. But until then, thank you for the passive income through using my affiliate link. So we love to see it. Thank you for that. So if you are watching this and you want to see what discount codes I have negotiated with these tech companies and where my affiliate links are in one spot, you can either go to lashondabrown.com/tools, or you can DM me the word tools on Instagram, and ManyChat will automatically send you the direct link to the most recent list of discounts. I literally signed up for 2 new tools today. I am thrilled about them. I'm not going to tell you the names of them yet because I have to test them. One of them is a CRM specifically for content creators to manage their brand deals. And the other is a voice note app specifically for capturing your random ideas and categorizing them. It looks like Notion, but just with voice notes. So we'll see. We'll see if it's good. I signed up. I'll test it. I'll report back. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. So the new perspective on these Monday live streams is essentially treating them more like the behind the brand. What am I using? How am I using it? How are things going? And then also like open office hours. Typically office hours is something that creators paywall behind their membership paywall. And I feel like it's like the best marketing tool to show you what I'm actually doing. So I'm choosing not to paywall it. So you can ask me whatever you want. Hopefully it's relevant to the topic, but if it's not, that's cool too. I will land the plane at 11 o'clock. And unless I am not able to be in my office, you will always find me Mondays at 10 a.m. And that is absolutely free. Now, would I love for you to be a member? Definitely. Most certainly. But I do feel like because the tech companies compensate me fairly through brand deals and through affiliate links, I can keep this part of my business open to you. And so that's really the goal. So you don't have to do what everybody else is doing, friends, because I want to show you this. I was really shocked by this, but we have grown the membership. And truthfully, we are still technically in beta. I don't know if y'all know that or not. But as I built the app, I wanted proof of concept before I put all this effort into building out an app to manage my membership. And so this is so confirming to me to be able to see so many people parting ways with their $10 a month or $50 a month so that I can bring them subject matter experts to teach them various topics and to walk alongside them in their YouTube journey. This proves to me it is worth the effort to migrate hundreds, I'm not playing with you, hundreds of videos into the app. We've started the process, and because I'm extra and want you to be able to search by tool, and it's going to be great when it's done, but it's not cute right now. So I'm just being honest with you. So thank you so much. I literally got one new member this morning, so I had to hurry up and like update this graphic. And my word for the year was community. And I want to be very intentional about constantly shouting out my community because you're the reason why I can do this for a living. So whether you are clicking on my links, you're signing up for my membership, you're buying a ticket to my workshops, I sincerely appreciate you. So shout out to the growing fam. We are 60 plus strong at this point. And I also, you'll love this, I also found out that I can start the app out with an affiliate program. So Y'all fitting to make some passive income helping me market this app. So we love to see it. We love to see that. So they do have an integration on the back end that will make it a lot easier for me to track that. So it's about to go down. Let's just say that. So if you are watching this live, let me know in the comments where you're tuning in from. And I have 5 different pieces of advice to help you if you are a speaker. And so our goal today is to talk about how to build your business from the stage. Okay, so some of you are in circumstances where you're being paid to speak, and we love that, but that's not always the case. And so I want you to practically think about how can you make sure that you make money by giving away your knowledge for free. It can be done, but you have to be strategic about it. So that's the goal for today. Again, I am going to share my tips, but then I'm also going to open it up for just rando questions. So if you have rando questions about YouTube, again, I'm treating this more like office hours than like a masterclass or a live workshop. So it's totally chill. Your girl's in yoga pants and socks. We got our Empower Women t-shirt on. I'm not trying to be super tied up and professional right now, but at 1 on LinkedIn, I will have my teacher hat on. Until then, it's just the fam hanging out. Okay, cool. So let's see who is watching live. Okay, Desiree is here from that headshot. Y'all are coming strong. I love this. These headshots are beautiful. And I love that this particular lower third pulls your headshots out because they're gorgeous and need to be seen. So feel free to engage in the comments and I will pop you up on the screen. And we're going to get started with the first thing. And I'm going to actually screen share to show you what I mean, practically speaking, when we get there. Okay. So the first tip I have for you is you need to prep your website before you leave for the conference. Okay. So I'm going to give you a recent example and you can feel free to apply this however you want. So this is for an in-person event. Still within my state, but like 3.5 hours away. So I went to Signature CEO in Alexandria a few weeks ago. And I had to think to myself, if someone was being introduced to me for the very first time, post speaking, right? I've done my talk. I actually was given 50 minutes, which is so much time. Usually conferences only give you maybe 15 to 30. I got 50. So I'm like, oh, I'm fitting to juice this. So what could I do to increase conversions and generate income when I left the stage? Okay. Now there's stuff that you can do from the stage, which I've talked about multiple times. When I speak in person, what I do is I do some type of giveaway, and usually it involves a physical giveaway. A lot of you think that just offering a digital freebie is enough, but I like to do something physical so I can show a picture of it. I can make it tangible. And I use that as a way to get data about who's listening to me speak, and then also get them on my email list if they so desire, while capturing testimonials. So I'm working less, I'm living more, by getting all of that data while I'm actually speaking, okay? So I introduced the giveaway at the very beginning of my talk after a little Oprah meme. And by the time I walk off stage, I usually average at least 20 testimonials and 30 people on my email list. I've gotten more, but I haven't gotten less. So I would say that's like baseline. So I will typically incorporate that giveaway, but at the same time, I know that people are going to go to my website. And so what's super important is that on your homepage, you need to make it very freaking clear what it is that you do. And I want you to think about it more from the perspective of why you do what you do before you get into the what. The why is what's going to make you compelling, okay? Especially if you're at an event where there are multiple speakers and you're not the keynote, you need to like smack them over the head with a very strong why. And so when you go to my website, okay, so I literally changed this for Signature CEO. And for people who stick with me for a while, like it's pretty obvious what I stand for. But I'm like, if I don't even get you to scroll, what is it that I want to communicate to you? Now, I'll be honest with you, the free YouTube workshops was just added, which is the ad that you saw playing before the video. But when I went, it just said join the club. Okay. Now, what is compelling about this image? So I am a tech educator, but am I using any tech in that photo? I'm not holding a cell phone. I'm not behind a laptop. I'm not even in my office. I am surrounded by lush green plants, chilling in a hammock, reading my Bible. So you may not be able to tell from looking at it that I'm reading my Bible, but that's what I'm holding in my hands. I'm holding this is actually the She Reads Truth, what's it called? Illuminated Bible. So it has a bunch of like hand letters. It's gorgeous. Like, honestly, I don't have the heart to write in it, but I love to just like use it as a study Bible and to look at the different verses that are illustrated throughout the Bible. But anyway, so if I don't even get you to scroll, what I want you to understand is I am extremely passionate about helping people to work less and live more, even though I am entrenched in the tech community. I find every opportunity I can to touch some grass and get outside. Okay. So I wanted to communicate that from the beginning. If you actually read the subheading, it says join 3,000 biz owners inside the Bootstrap Club to get free mindful marketing and tech tips delivered straight to your inbox. So that is my newsletter. Okay. So I want to show them proof that I have influence. So 3,000 plus people, my list has over 3,000 on it. And I want them to, again, to understand my why. Mindful, okay? Not overwhelming, mindful marketing and tech, okay? So even if they didn't scroll, there's so many things for them to interact with. In the announcement bar, it says check out my free YouTube workshops here. I have a very clear start here button. If they're brand new to my ecosystem and they're feeling kind of overwhelmed by all the things I do, they can just click on start here. And there are two options for them to get on my list, either directly through a training or going through my newsletter. Okay. Now, I will tell you, because they don't really know me, I doubt very seriously that they're going to click on the buy me a coffee widget. That's more for people who are already in my community, but that is there, kind of tucked away. All right. So then when you scroll down, you have the lead magnet. So if they're more of a PDF girly, I still have one ebook. Like, that's all I got. I need to update that thing, but it's still relevant, so I keep it there. So I specifically talk about YouTube passive income, and that descriptor speaks to the pain point. If you are tired of posting every day or feeling beholden to an algorithm, you need this guide. I help service providers validate their expertise, drive traffic to their offers, and generate passive income by leveraging YouTube. This 16-page guide will help you decide if YouTube is a good fit for you, and it's absolutely free. Okay. So I even added an action-based wording to the button that says send me the guide, not submit, subscribe, whatever. I customized that button, send me the guide. Then I have what's trending on the YouTube channel. So if they want to see the quality of content that I create, what is one video? If they only watch the one, what is one video I want them to see? It is my make a YouTube video with Canva, StreamYard, and Epidemic Sound. Because the biggest thing that holds people back from doing YouTube full time or just doing it at all is the stress of the editing process. How will I edit? I don't have the time. I don't have the expertise. And so in this video, I literally show you how to make a YouTube video on your computer from beginning to end. And this has been such a popular video on the channel. So I want them to immediately overcome that objection by watching that video. And because it's embedded, they don't even have to go to my YouTube channel to watch the video. Okay. So again, my thought process is if they don't go anywhere else, I need to give them everything on the homepage. All right. So then you have the breakdown of recent partners, which just validates the fact that I know how to get brand deals because these are the type of companies that I'm working with. Then I show you how you can work with me virtual workshops, YouTube membership, one-on-one coaching. And then I moved my Canva verified expert section to the homepage because so many people see that seal of approval from Canva. And because they themselves are Canva users, they're able to connect the dots and go, oh, this woman must know what she's doing because Canva verified her as an expert. So done. Okay. So I was not concerned that they may not go to all of my sub pages and they may not do da-da-da. No, if all I had was the homepage, I have so many streams of income covered here. I'm good to go. But the most important thing is just get on my list for the right reasons. Don't get on my list just because you think you're going to get free stuff. Get on my list because you like my perspective, the why behind what I do. And so a lot of you, when you go to these conferences, you're so stuck on proving a point or showing your expertise that it doesn't generate any income for you because the why is the most compelling side of your business. The why is why people come out of their pocket, okay? Because there's so many people doing what you do, but the why is unique to you. So you have to be very clear to say, hey, there may be 60 consultants at this conference, but only one of them is going to show you how to be less overwhelmed by technology. And that's my jam. Okay. So you yourself have to do that work to say, okay, what is it that will pierce through a full ballroom of people? Okay. If there are 100 people in the room, what is one thing that I can say that will differentiate myself? And they can ask me later what I do, but you need to communicate your why. You need to become a compelling storyteller and be very clear. I mean, you need to say it with conviction. Like, this is why I do what I do. The what may change. The what has to change because that's how business works. What you did in 2010 is not going to make you money in 2020 or 2030. So as entrepreneurs, we're constantly evolving. And if you're stuck on the what you're doing more than your why, you will find yourself constantly trying to introduce yourself to your community. I will tell you right now, I am spending most of my week this week helping two of my friends who are phenomenal keynote speakers with a pilot of a new offer for my husband's company. So at the end of the day, how did I get Gary and April as a client? It wasn't because I had a compelling landing page for a service that's not even yet real. What it is we are real friends who are really supporting each other, saying, here's a deficit I have in my business. You're amazing at marketing. I'm an amazing keynote. Help me be better at marketing so I can book higher paying keynotes. And I'm like, bet I can do that. No problem. And so you have to understand that so many meaningful business relationships happen in an informal capacity. So it is not about becoming the best copywriter in the world. It's not about having the most amazing funnel. It is about communicating your why with a vengeance, with a fury. Like, I will fight you on this because it matters to me so deeply. And then what you're going to have happen is something that happened to me this weekend. And if she's watching, she'll know exactly who she is, but I ain't gonna call her out. I had a member literally say to me, I no longer want to use YouTube for my marketing strategy, but I'm going to continue paying for my membership because being around you is growing my business. It goes way beyond YouTube. That is what you have to sell. You have to sell your why. So as your offers change, you don't just lose a ton of people because they're with you because of who you are, not just what you do. Okay. So all that to say, your website is going to do the best job communicating that to you, specifically that homepage. And so before you leave, you have to prep your site. Make sure that your homepage is specifically geared to someone who's meeting you for the first time after you've killed it on stage. Okay. So if your site is speaking to somebody who's already in your community, you're not going to convert as high or at all. Okay. So you have to think about that. They just heard me. They heard me say LashondaBrown.com because you can't sell super hard from the stage. Does my homepage do the talking for me? Okay, especially above the fold. All right, so the next tip I have for you is have your calendar link ready. The quickest way for you to convert from the stage or I should say after you leave the stage, is selling your time for money. I don't care who you are, okay? People are not going to leap at yet another digital product, okay? What they're going to leap for is, I connected with you. I want to talk to you after this conference is over. Even if you don't offer this publicly, you can create a private link, whether it's a 15-minute, 30-minute, hour. But the easiest thing for you to sell is going to be, hey, let's just hop on a Zoom call. Even if it's a discovery call, like, hey, let's hop on a discovery call, 15 minutes, see if we're a good fit. And then these are my offers. You can make up a special offer for your conference community that you don't have to market publicly. But I'm telling you right now, if you are trying to sell a digital product to somebody who saw you speak live, you're gonna fall flat. That is not what they are primed to buy. They are primed to connect with you further. They want to be around you, not sit on another wild goose chase to consume a PDF or a set of modules, okay? So get that out of your head. Whoever told you that, let it go. And think about, what are you willing to sell? How much of your time are you willing to give people access to? Is it your standard 60-minute consult? Is it a small bracket of time, a 30-minute? Is it a group coaching call for those who saw you? Hey, I can't offer one-on-one because that's beyond my capacity, but what I can do is a group coaching call for attendees up to 20 people. You know what I'm saying? So you do one Zoom call and you invite all the attendees who want to come in to come on this special Zoom call, and Bob's your uncle. Like, you don't have to create this offer that is going to last till the end of time just because that's what conference people want to buy. But I'm telling you right now, this is what's going to sell. So it's important to you to take a step back and say, what are your boundaries? What's your capacity? And what can you pull off? And this is not something that you need to schedule out months in the future, because people are ready to act right now. So what you need is to have that calendar link ready. And if you're charging for it, it needs to be integrated into your scheduler, so people have to pay to book. And then maybe a week or two after the conference, do that call. Do the group call or have your one-on-one calls, okay? Just block out a day and say, for this day, I'm going to do 30-minute calls with attendees from this conference, and I'm only selling 8, or I'm only selling 2, or I'm going to do one group call. You set the parameters, but understand that you can probably make your return on investment for your expenses for this conference just off of that alone. And so that's what you need to focus on. You don't need to focus on making another digital product to sell from the stage. You don't need to launch a course. You don't need a complicated offer. People are going to want more information about what you spoke about. Okay, now that you heard the concept, let's talk about the practical application. What does it look like to apply what I communicated from stage? Have that link ready, okay? So if this is valuable to you, if prepping your website before you leave and having your calendar link ready was helpful, let me know in the comments and go ahead and drop in your questions, because once I get through my 5 points, then I'm going to hop over to the comments and see what y'all had to say. Okay. So make sure you engage, because I can see y'all watching live. Don't just listen. Make sure you engage so that YouTube likes this video and pushes it out. All right. Now, I know I said don't stress about making a PDF. However, you need an irresistible freebie, because free is easy to sell to. Because again, you're going to nurture people from your list. So I'm not telling you to go make a PDF. That's not what I'm telling you to do. But what I'm telling you to do is create something super irresistible for people to sign up for. So for people who don't want to come off, their credit card and immediately book with you, you still need them on your list. So what I am seeing right now that's converting at a really high level is a quiz. All right. I just listened to a podcast episode about another person who had all the success with this quiz. Okay. They used Reels to promote the quiz, but you're using that live speaking opportunity to promote your freebie, right? So here's what I mean. So say you're giving your talk. When I was talking in Alexandria, I was talking about how you could create a YouTube passive income engine. And so maybe for an irresistible freebie for myself, what I could say is, take my free quiz to figure out what YouTube strategy is the best fit for you based on your budget, your capacity, and your income goals. I mean, some more clarity about what I should be doing on YouTube to make some money sounds great, right? Quizzes are a fantastic way for people to gain even more insight into what's a good fit for them and to grow your list. Once they take the quiz, you can funnel them into that paid group coaching call or the one-on-ones, you know what I'm saying? But an irresistible freebie is what you want. Quizzes are phenomenal for that. And I will tell you, what's great about the quiz is it's a little bit fun. And when conferences start to drag, you could be at the coffee station, you could be sitting down for lunch and be like, oh, hey, have you taken my quiz? Like, what strategy did you get? Oh, I took the quiz and it told me da-da-da-da. What do you think? So like, it's a great conversation starter too. It's so easy to be like, oh, have you taken my free quiz? Like, it's really helpful. And so I will tell you, have something easy that's going to immediately communicate value and get people on your email list. But at the same time, make it easy for people to get there. You can have a customizable link like a LashondaBrown.com/quiz, or better yet, I know you're going to hate this, but have a printed business card, maybe even with a QR code on it. And here's what I mean. When I went to that conference, there were multiple people who had digital business cards and they didn't work for me. They did not save to my contacts. I had to chase them down for their information again. And if I simply had a printed business card, it would have actually made my life easier. So I'm not saying go get printed business cards to just have on hand at all times, but in-person events are still really helpful for networking if you have something physical, all right? You have to get yourself in the mindset of everything I do is virtual. Here's an opportunity to be tangible, to be physical. Embrace that. Don't fight it. You can do this on Canva. You can do Canva print. Make your business cards on Canva, and you can actually have them printed at your local FedEx so you can turn around some business cards in a couple days, okay? So you don't even have to go the Vistaprint route. You can still do your usual content creation process in Canva and get a high quality card. But I'm telling you right now, I wish that those folks had had something physical because it just didn't work. Whether it was the Wi-Fi in the room or not enough storage on my iPhone, I don't know. But the digital business cards are not as helpful as you think they are because there's so many opportunities for tech to fail you. So there are times where you need to do something tangible to make sure that you capture those leads. So don't sleep on them business cards. You can make them specifically for conferences. You don't have to carry them in your purse at all times, but they are so helpful. And the last thing I want to tell you is use live events to drive traffic to your affiliate links. If you suck at selling, if you suck at selling, my friend, sell for other people. I did that for a year. My first year doing YouTube full time, all I did was rep other brands. Like I didn't have no product. I didn't have a product. I didn't have a program. I didn't have nothing. However, your girl generated enough passive income to replace my web design salary just by repping other companies. Like I did at the beginning with StreamYard, with TubeBuddy, all that's a stream of income and it stacks, okay? So if you're super passionate about Canva or you're super passionate about TubeBuddy or StreamYard, conferences are a fantastic time to be like, oh girl, have you checked out da-da-da-da? I use it in my business and it did XYZ. Oh, that sounds great. Do you have a link for that? You know I do. LashondaBrown.com/tools. Like, I will tell you, conferences don't have to be about you selling your own stuff. You just need to generate enough passive income that you cover your investment in the conference, whether it's gas, plane ticket, hotel, food, what have you. If you are not being compensated on the front end, you need to make sure that if nothing else, you didn't lose by going to the in-person event. Yes, you can capture content. Yes, you might get some more followers on Instagram. But the things that we do in business are about saving time, saving money, and making money. Okay? So even if you suck at selling and you're like, look, I can't sell to strangers. I'm not good at it. Like, even if I'm a speaker, I suck at selling. then sell somebody else's stuff. It's so much easier for you to root for somebody else than to root for yourself, okay? So if that is where you're at, then just share the story. What are you using? What's helping you in your business? Because that's an extremely powerful thing to do. But again, you got to make it easy for people to click on your links. So you could do what I do, which is set up that automation with ManyChat to my Instagram, because Instagram is going to get used like crazy at conferences, and say, oh yeah, it's on my tools page. Just DM me tools on Instagram and it'll send it to you. Done. Like, you're winning at that point. And so what I'm telling you is, like, you want to be chill about how you make money off of conferences, because people can tell when you are like, oh my gosh, I have to convert, I have to sell, I have to book 5 clients off this conference, or else I'm going to be further behind than I was when I came. Like, we can sniff that out. Be cool, be chill, okay? Because the cool kids at the conference made the cash, and that's just how it works, okay? So don't come in there thirsty and desperate, selling super hard, promoting super hard. Like, you need to focus on delivering value from that stage, being super memorable, being unapologetic about your why, and then have them links ready, whether it's the link to your site or the link to your scheduler or the link to your affiliate links. Like, you need to have it ready. And those physical business cards are going to make your life so much easier. So you don't have to worry about if there's enough Wi-Fi in the room. You have something tangible you can hand somebody that they can look at when they get in their hotel room, when they're outside grabbing a bite to eat. Like, it's okay to invest in something that you know will be disposable, because you're making it a lot easier. The more you reduce friction, the higher your conversion rates, okay? I saw that happen this morning where I heard about a new tool. They sent me like a 3-sentence email, and it was so easy for me to click and pay. And literally, they already got my money. I don't even know what the tool does, but it sounds good. And it was only $50 for the lifetime. So I'm like, no one does a lifetime subscription anymore. So I'm like, oh, okay, sure. Have my money. I'll figure out what it does later. Even if it's horrible, it's only $50, okay? So when you reduce that friction, you will see a direct impact on your bottom line. A lot of you are not making the kind of money you could be making because you're making it so hard for people to buy from you. You're doing too much. You're literally doing too much. And I don't want you to take that as an attack. I want you to take that as a sign of like, wow, freedom is on the way. Because if I'm doing too much, girl, I can definitely do less. Like, I can do that. So I'm telling you right now, when I launched my marketing agency, I had a landing page with a circular photo and 2 buttons. And I generated enough money to pay off my Squarespace membership for a year within hours of launching my company. So less is more right now. People are tired. Sensory overload is a real thing. So don't make it hard for people to buy from you. Don't have such complicated marketing that people don't actually know what it is that you do. Communicate your why, make people fall in love with you as a person, and then have the links ready if they want to buy from you. Okay? But be cool about it. Some of y'all, and it's so funny when I see this at conferences all the time, that you see that person that really did not have the capacity to be there. They're constantly on their phone. They're constantly on their laptop. They're constantly thinking about, oh man, I'm missing this. I should have done that. Oh crap, I overbooked myself. I got to do this call from the room in between lunch. When I'm in conference mode, like, I'm out of office hardcore, because the focus in that moment is I need to network my pants off, and I need to generate passive income to compensate myself for this time. And I definitely don't do things in pursuit of awards, but literally as Signature CEO, I won Speaker of the Year. Not because I delivered an amazing keynote, because the award had to have been made before I got there. That's how awards work. I won Speaker of the Year because of how I helped promote the event before I was there, because of how I met deadlines. She said it. I have it like recorded. Like, that's what Tara said. Like, Tara said, you won Speaker of the Year because of what you did before you even spoke. Okay. So how you lead up to a conference has just as much to do with what you do from the stage. And if all you're focused on is, oh, my slide deck, oh, my this, oh, my that you forget the before and the after, you're going to go home with less money and less energy because you didn't have a plan. So I'm telling you this because I know it works. I'm telling you this because I have been performing since I was 7 years old. My first show was on a military base. I played a thief in Oliver, in case you want to know, little Jeopardy answer for you. And so I understand how to read the room. I understand how to leverage in-person opportunities because I literally paid thousands of dollars for 2 degrees to teach me not only how to be on stage, but how to run a theater. Okay. My degrees are in theater arts, performance, and production. So I go into these circumstances thinking holistically. At the end of the day, I maybe rehearse my slide deck like 1 or 2 times, one of which is in the car on the way to the conference or on the plane or whatever. Like, I'm not kidding you because I know my stuff. So it has so little to do with what I'm teaching, and it has everything to do with how I'm leveraging it. And what are people going to say when I'm not in the room? What are they saying before I get there? And what are they saying after? On stage, ain't nothing but a thing. It's just like a live stream. Okay. I'm standing up. You can see my legs. And so that's the perspective you need to have is I want people to connect with me as a person, and I want to be seared in their brain. So when they go home and they unpack, they remember, yeah, I need to get LaShonda in my membership. I need to get LaShonda on my podcast. I need to get LaShonda to help me with my YouTube channel. That's where the money is made. It's not going to be made from the stage, especially if you're the first speaker or you're after lunch or whatever. They're not going to remember what you said, but they're going to remember how you made them feel, right? And we all know that, right? We all know that Maya Angelou quote. And so, like, at the end of the day, what are you making people feel when you speak? And do you have the systems in place before you get there to capitalize on that and to leverage it? Okay. So I just told y'all all the things. And I am really embracing the build in public mindset, the I'm not fitting to gatekeep this mindset, because I believe and I trust that, like, the money's going to come. I'm going to be fine. So these Monday live streams, I'm telling you right now, I would put a recurring meeting on my calendar to, even if you can't show up live, to just watch the replay, because in real time, I'm going to be giving y'all the legit behind the scenes of why I do what I do and how I'm making money in my business. I just booked Bob Berg for a live stream, who wrote The Go-Giver. And I probably should tell y'all how that happened, because you wouldn't believe it. Like, you wouldn't believe it. What people tell you need to do to level up in your business is not even remotely how things actually work. And I'm tired of people mystifying business. Like, it's not that serious. You just need to know people's problems, provide solutions, and actually do ethical work. Like, it's that simple. If I give you money, do what you say you're going to do and be nice about it. Done. Like, people don't need as many bells and whistles as you feel like you need in order to be successful. A lot of these entrepreneurs that you follow who are, the 7-figure this and the 8-figure that, they didn't get there overnight. And so many of them got there because of who they knew, how much money they had to invest in their business, into ads, and word of mouth. If you don't follow through with what you sell, if you say you're going to give results, if you say you're going to give a product, if you say you're going to give a service, and you don't follow through, you don't grow. But if you say, buy this and you'll get that, and it actually happens, people tell their friends. And it's that easy. So conferences are just a small view into how business actually works. People text you. They email you, they DM you. Like, it's not fancy, it's not cute, it's just quick and effective because there's so much going on and people are trying to get as much as they can out of these events so they can go home and start to implement. And so how can you make it easier on people? How can you be memorable? How can you give back? When is the last time you spoke and gave the conference organizer a gift? Whether it was a card, or you just decided you were going to help them market the event, regardless of whether you were being paid for it. Like, you have to have, and I think that's one of the reasons why Bob is interested in talking with me, because we are aligned when it comes to our view on generosity. Like, stop being so tight-fisted that you're not willing to give. Successful people walk around with their hands open saying, hey, I got it. You can have some because I know I'm going to have enough. That's not the issue. So if you can actually live your life with the perspective that, like, I'm good, I'm already good, regardless of what your bank account says, regardless of what, your projections say, people work with people who are already working with people. And I know it sounds so simplistic, but it's true. How many of you go to popular restaurants simply because they're popular? Oh my gosh, the wait's like an hour, must be good. Oh wow, I saw that picture on Facebook, must be good, I gotta go. You haven't tasted a thing, but you're there because other people have validated that it is worth the money, right? So take that mindset, take what you see all around you and apply it to yourself. You don't need another mastermind. You don't need another six-figure course. I don't know if there's six-figure courses out there, but you know what I'm saying. You don't need all of this stuff. You just need to lean into what makes you unique, what will pierce through the noise, communicate your why, and have those systems in place so that you reduce the friction and make it easier for people to actually invest in your business. So I hope that was useful. Like I said before, make sure that you like this video, and truthfully, some of y'all watching this are not subscribed. So let's work on these numbers. Hopefully these numbers will continue to trend down. If they don't, it's fine. But I personally would like for you to subscribe if you want more of this content, especially because I'm going to start doing more impromptu live streams. So no email notification. And that will help you to know when I'm on here. Now, Bob Berg's interview will be a normal scheduled Monday. I believe we scheduled it for the 22nd. I just got his headshot and bio, so that'll get scheduled soon. But at the end of the day, like, if I just feel passionate about something, I want to be able to just come on here, have the conversation with very little notice. And so subscribing will help you to make sure you don't miss the conversation. All right. So you have 13 minutes to pick my brains. So again, thank you to everyone who has become a member. I will make it easy on you. You can scan that QR code, or you can go to lashondabrown.com/coffee and become a member on Buy Me a Coffee. If you want more details about the YouTube membership, you can go to lashondabrown.com/membership. The next workshop is going to be with Jess Ekstrom, who is the author of Tracing the Bright Side and the founder of Mic Drop Workshop. We're going to be talking about how to scale your business through paid speaking opportunities. So I told you how to make money if you're not being paid, but you can also just be paid. And that's a thing too. So we're going to talk about that. If you are a STAR student, you'll just get a ticket to it. But you can also just go to the shop and buy a ticket. I need to add it to the shop now that I said it out loud. It'll be up there today. It will be up there today. But you can buy a ticket for $10, just a flat rate. I would recommend becoming a STAR student because it makes it easy. I just sign you up. You get notified from StreamYard when we are, I think it's like a couple days out, and then like the day of, it sends you the reminders and it immediately sends you the replay. So it's either $10 a month or a $10 ticket. So super easy. So there you go. So that's the housekeeping. Hope that helps. So let me go to the comments and see what y'all saying. All right. All right. So we have here Good morning. Oh, wow. I have to change my headshot. Yeah, darling girl. Give me a glamour shot, girl. Give me a glamour shot moment because I'm going to pop you up there. So come correct. And yes, a color one would be great. So yeah, color headshot. One of my little hacks for that is to stand in front of a window or either go outside and just hold your phone and just kind of wait until you find your light, because then obviously the sunlight will hit your eyes and it'll pop more. Your colors will pop more. And just do like a little selfie because profile pictures are so close anyway. You don't need to like pay somebody for a professional headshot for that. You just need really good lighting and really bright colors. So there's your little profile tip. Yes, people want community and connection. And Camille, you know that better than most. So there you go. You know what that means. All right. Let's see. Yes, this is good advice. I made my business card in Canva with the QR code and it works. And I will tell you, especially the printing, Canva print, and being able to send it to FedEx makes it so easy for that last minute crap I forgot moment. So you don't have to wait for shipping because Canva is actually based in Australia. And so although they try to use US printers, if you're in the US, it's just so much easier just to send it to FedEx. So that's my advice for that. That is good advice with the business cards. And I think I'll link it in the description. I think I did a video about how I set up my business cards specifically inside of Canva. So when I do the time codes, I'll go back and link that for you guys. This is amazing information, selling other companies' products as an affiliate. Yeah, like it's crazy the mindset shift. If you suck at selling, you will probably be amazing at selling somebody else's stuff, which is crazy. Now, I will say this doesn't necessarily apply as much to like the network marketing products. I'm talking more like SaaS products, like software tools. What happens is when you are just describing in conversation how a software tool helped you with a problem, it's just a live testimonial. And so people don't want to go through the effort of signing up for 50 free trials to figure out what's a good fit. So if you can save them time and it literally costs them nothing to use your link, and in some cases it actually saves them money, like Flowdesk link, to use your link, it's like a home run. So with Flowdesk, you can give someone 50% off their first year, and then you get $19 just for referring them as a customer. And so that's a great one. If you're already using Flowdesk, that's super easy. Just go inside your account, click on your profile picture and go down to share Flowdesk, and that's your link. So that's a really easy one for you to promote at a conference, and it saves people money if they use your link. You can't get that discount if you go directly to the Flowdesk site. So that's just some advice there. Thank you so much for the super thanks. This was awesome information. Appreciate you. This is so great. Effectual and fervent. Love the name and love the profile picture. That is wonderful. I'll have to check out your channel. So true. The gatekeepers stay gated. Oh my gosh. The people like yourself who give info freely are truly free and have fantastic experiences. So let that be a lesson to you. Like, I understand that we need money to live. Like, we all know that. But when you are free with sharing information, what people actually do at that point is they go, oh my gosh, if this is what she's communicating for free, what the heck is behind the paywall? Because this is bomb. Like, this is amazing. People want to reciprocate, but they also want to sample. That's why Sam's Club is so effective with the samples in the store. So many of you would never try those products if not for the sample. Stop refusing to let people sample what you sell. You have to communicate value even if people don't pay for it, because it will save you time and money on marketing your paid offers later. So that's why I'm so generous, because it's more effective. It's so much more useful for me to just tell y'all the truth, tell you the strategy. And if you want the application, if you want the step-by-step, then you pay me. Okay. The strategy, like, there's no shortage of ideas, but there's struggle with implementation. So if you need help implementing, that's why you pay me. If you just want ideas, I can give you ideas all day long. But at the end of the day, if you want to, oh my gosh, how do I go from I need this to it's done? Oh, let me just ask LaShonda, because, oof, girl, I ain't got time to figure that out. That's how I help people. I create clarity out of chaos. So if you're sitting there going, man, I should have been on YouTube like a year ago. I still don't have a channel. Let me just get in this membership so she can push me to do it. Like I clearly, if I would have done it on my own, I would have done it by now. That's why people join my membership. It's not because I have courses and workbooks and when I tell y'all, I don't need near another PDF. I don't want to make one. I don't want to consume one. I just want to be a part of a group of people doing stuff and encouraging each other. Then I'll get it done. I can't create community by myself by default, right? So it's like if you need support, if you just need to be around people that understand what it's like to run a business, that are willing to help and to share and to encourage, like that's why people join my membership. It's not because I have the most resources. It's not because I have the biggest channel. It's because they get on the group coaching calls and they leave feeling full and happy and joyful versus, yet another meeting. You know what I mean? Like we don't need that. We don't need just another obligation. We need to be poured into, not just being tapped out all the time. And if you understand where you fit in the market and what value you provide, it's so much easier to sell. I know exactly who I help because y'all tell me all the time. Y'all send me messages. Y'all send me voice notes and DMs and emails. And like, I know you guys. If I were to meet my community in person, it would be like a family reunion because I know you guys deeply because we communicate. So if you invest your time in building actual community, not so transactional, not just, oh, you have value because you signed up for a yearly. No, just pour in. And you'll be fine. You have to trust the process. You have to trust that the people who need you and like your perspective will find you, but you have to keep showing up often enough to reach them. And I think YouTube is the best way to do that because it doesn't have you on the content creation hamster wheel, constantly running the rat race. Like, I just know it's spring and springing. I want to be outside. I don't want to be on this computer. I don't want to be staring at yet another screen. I want to be present. And YouTube is how I do that. And so, yeah, it's not for everybody, but for the people it is for, let's go. You know what I mean? So, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Why do you think people watch and not subscribe? Because of the type of content I create. My tutorials are very transactional. People come in, they have a problem, they watch the tutorial, they pop off because I help them. People subscribe because they want to build a relationship. And I'm fine with people being transactional on that content because I make my money off the affiliate links and I make my money off the AdSense revenue. So most people who come to my channel who don't subscribe are coming because of Canva tutorials. I make enough money off of Canva affiliate income and off of AdSense that I could care less about that. But that's how I'm set up. Not everybody's set up that way. So if you don't have a strong affiliate strategy, then I could see that being way more detrimental to you, but I could care less. Like I literally have people using my YouTube channel in their SOPs to teach their team how to do stuff in Canva. And that's fine for me because I'm already set up. I'm good. So it's okay. But when it comes to brand deals, I spend a lot of time justifying my rates because I have low subscribers. So as much as the subscribers don't directly impact my bottom line, it will make it easier for me to communicate my value to people who are caught up on vanity metrics. Not every brand partner is like that, but there are still a lot of closed-minded brands who just want, oh, well, because you have 100,000 subscribers, this will work out. And I will tell you, my conversion rates are higher than most people who have 100K on YouTube because I have a real relationship with my audience. They open my emails, they click my links, they do what I recommend. So for the people who get it, they get it. And those who don't. And so that's why I heavily vet my partners because I don't want to be constantly trying to convince them that I'm worth the money. Either you understand from day one or you don't. And there's plenty of companies out there who do. So I ain't stressed. But that's the thought process behind that. All right. Yay. Hi, Kimberly. Hey, yeah. Let's see here. Thank you for the great advice and the new picks. All right, last question. How do you get started with getting invited to speaking engagements? I actually love that topic, and I think we should talk about it next week. So I can really, because there's a whole strategy. So if you guys are interested in Desiree's topic, how to get started with getting invited to speaking engagements, just put let's see, what's the easiest thing to put in the chat? Just put a number 8. Today's the 8th. So if you're interested in it, just put 8 and hit send. Something simple. Just give me an 8 in the comments if you're interested in this topic. Just a number 8. And if we get maybe 5 of them, that's probably proof y'all actually want to hear it. So if you're interested in this as a topic, just 8 and hit send. Okay, we got 1, 2, what is that? 3, 4. So we need one more. Let's see, Camille, Darlene, who else? Okay. Desiree, I already know you want to hear it. You asked the question. I love that for you. You're like, nah, I'm fitting to get this as a topic. Okay, awesome. Okay, so I will make a note. You know, I'm just gonna take a little photo real quick. I'll make a note. This will be our topic next week. All right. Yay. Love that. That'll be a good LinkedIn post. Okay. Well, we're at time, my friends. This was so good. So thank you again for the super thanks. I always forget y'all can do that. So if this was valuable to you and you're watching on YouTube, you can actually just tip me without even going to buy me a coffee. You can technically do it directly in YouTube. So I think the way they do this is it sends this to me when my AdSense money comes. I think that's how I get it. I need to know that better. But I think that's how that works. But I do get this eventually. So thank you so much for doing that. I'm going to land the plane with my ad for my YouTube workshops. So every month I do a free YouTube workshop. And now you guys have a landing page where you can see all the past ones. So you can see YouTube channel setup 2024 edition, how to hit your first 1K subscribers, how to increase your watch time. And you can sign up for this month's workshop, which will be content that converts, because y'all are really concerned about making some money. So I'll teach you how to make money with your content, regardless of the size of your audience. I'll teach you what actually works. So that's the goal. So I'm going to land the plane with my ad in case you missed it, because you hopped on afterwards. And I will see you guys next Monday. Until next time, ta-ta for now.
Each month, I invite followers from LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram to join me for a free YouTube training. In full transparency, I understand it can be hard to sign up for a recurring payment from someone you barely know. So consider these workshops my introduction. They are super chill, usually take place on a Saturday. And if you play your cards right, you might just win free coffee, because that's just how I roll. Welcome to my corner of the internet. I hope you like it here. Some of the workshops that you will see ready for you to watch right now are YouTube channel setup 2024 edition, how to get your first 1K subscribers, and how to increase your watch time. I hope you enjoy this live stream, and I encourage you to go to LaShondaBrown.com/YouTube-workshops to sign up for a free workshop today.